Hello students, in this video I want to explain the structure residuation of an alkaloid known as the conine. Conine formula is C8H17N. When this conine is subjected to the distillation with zinc dust, it gives us a compound known as the conirine. Conirine formula is C8H11N. And when this conirine is subjected to the oxidation with CmNO4, it gives us compound known as the alpha picolinic acid. Alpha picolinic acid is nothing but pyridine 2 carboxylic acid. Pyridine 2 carboxylic acid. So, as we are getting alpha picolinic acid from the conirine, then conirine must be a pyridine compound. So, here also you write the pyridine ring like this. And in pyridine ring we have only 5 carbons, so on the side chain at the second position, because here at the second position we are having the carboxylic acid, so at the same second position we would write the 3 carbon atoms here, and here 1 2 3 4 hydrogen atoms are there, and if you remove the 4 hydrogen from here we would write the 7 hydrogen atoms here. So the formula of the side chain is C3H7. So the compound or the side chain with the C3H7 formula, either it should be N-propyl group or it must be isopropyl group. So here conirine must be what is that 2 N-propyl pyridine, 2 N-propyl pyridine, or it must be 2 isopropyl pyridine, isopropyl pyridine. So conirine must be either 2 N-propyl pyridine or 2 isopropyl pyridine. Here conirine formula is C8H11N. This formula indicates that it is an unsaturated compound, and we are writing here pyridine ring because in a picolinic acid we have the pyridine ring. As conirine is obtained from the conine, conine formula is C8H17N. So the same same analog ring should be written in the conine formula, and the formula of the conine indicates that it is an unsaturated compound. So the unsaturated analog of the pyridine ring is nothing but piperidine. So in the conine ring we have to write the piperidine ring with the side chain substituted at the second position. So here for the conine we would write the structure like this, and we would write the C3H7 here. Now the formula is here 1N we would write, and 5 carbons and 3, so 8 carbons. Now 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 2 7, 7 plus 2 9, 9 plus 1 10, plus 7 17. So the formula becomes exactly the formula of the C8H17N, that means conine formula. So conine must be a piperidine with a side chain substituted at the second position, and that side chain either must be what is that N-propyl or N isopropyl group. So the conine must be a what is that 2 N-propyl, 2 N-propyl piperidine, or it must be 2 isopropyl piperidine. So which one is the conine we have to confirm. Now we go for the second reaction that is helpful in understanding the conine structure, that is the reduction with the hydrogen iodide. Conine formula is C8H17N. This is the conine formula. And when this conine is subjected to the reduction with hydrogen iodide at 300 degrees centigrade, it gives us the N-octane. The proposed structures for conine are two. First one is this one. and the second structure is this one. This is structure 2 and this is structure 1. The name of this structure 1 is 2n propyl piperidine. So this is the first proposed structure for the conine, and the second possible structure for the conine is 2-isopropyl piperidine. So conine must be either 2n-propyl piperidine or it must be 2-isopropyl piperidine. So as it is giving n-octane in the reduction, so it must be structure 1. That means it is 2n-propyl piperidine. So when it is subject to the reduction with hydrogen, it breaks here and it gives ammonia along with the n-octane. If it is the 2-isopropyl piperidine, so in the place of the n-octane, we should get the isooctane. We should get the isooctane from it, because here it cuts here and here we get the isooctane CH3 CH3 CH2 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 CH CH3 CH3. So 1 2 3 4 5 6, this is 7th one and this is the 8th one. So this is isooctane. But in the reduction with the hydrogen iodide, we are not getting the isooctane, we are getting n-octane. So conine must be 2n-propyl piperidine. So this must be the correct structure. Structure 1 is also supported by the von Braun degradation. In von Braun degradation, conine is subjected to the benzoylation with the benzoyl chloride, and then after it is treated with the phosphorus dichloride and chlorine gas, and then after it is distilled under pressure. So this von Braun degradation gives us the 1,5-dichlorooctane and benzyl cyanide. This also confirms that conine contains structure 1, and the structure 1 is also supported by the other reaction in which conine is subject to the exhaustive methylation followed by the reduction. In this reaction also we are getting n-octane in the place of the isooctane. So these two reactions also supports the structure 1 for the conine. So conine must be 2n-propyl piperidine. 2n-propyl piperidine. So conine is nothing but 2n-propyl 2n-propyl piperidine. Structure 1 of the conine explains all the properties exhibited by the conine. Here this one is the distillation with the zinc. On distillation it gives conirine, and conirine oxidation gives the alpha picolinic acid, and this is the reduction reaction. On reduction it gives the n-octane. Here this is the exhaustive methylation. In exhaustive methylation, first of all it gives the 1,4 octadiene. Then after it this one undergoes isomerization and it gives the conylene. Conylene is nothing but 1,3 octadiene, and this is the von Braun degradation. In von Braun degradation, benzoyl group is substituted on the nitrogen of the conine. Then after it is treated with the phosphorus pentachloride and chlorine. So here rearrangement occurs and we get the 1,5 dichlorooctane along with the phenyl cyanide. Lastly, the structure is confirmed by its synthesis. Here we go for the Ladenburg's synthesis and the Bergman's synthesis. In Ladenburg's synthesis, pyridinium iodide, N-methyl pyridinium iodide is taken as the starting substance. If it is heated at 300 degrees centigrade, it gives the alpha picoline, that means 2-methyl pyridine. When this 2-methyl pyridine or alpha picoline, this is known as the alpha picoline. When this alpha picoline or 2-methyl pyridine is treated with the acetaldehyde in the presence of the zinc chloride at 250 degrees centigrade, it gives a condensed product which is known as the 2-propenyl pyridine. When this 2-propyl pyridine is treated with ethyl alcohol in the presence of sodium, this mixture acts as a reducing agent. So this pyridine ring undergoes reduction and gives us the racemic mixture of the conine. Here this carbon is the asymmetric carbon. So in the Ladenburg's synthesis, N-methyl pyridinium iodide is the starting substance. Now we go for the Bergman's method. In Bergman's method also, alpha picoline or 2-methyl pyridine, this is the 2-methyl pyridine, is taken as the starting substance. 2-methyl pyridine is taken as the starting substance, and here it is treated with the base, a strong base, phenyl lithium. When it is treated with the phenyl lithium, lithium metal exchange occurs and this picoline changes into the base. Here we get the carbon ion on the methyl group of the pyridine. And then it is treated with the ethyl bromide. So when it is treated with the ethyl bromide, alkylation occurs and here we get the N-propyl side chain on the pyridine. Then it is subjected to the reduction with sodium and ethyl alcohol mixture. So here we get the racemic mixture of the conine. In the Ladenburg's method and in the Bergman's method, here alpha picoline is the starting substance.